Now that we've decided on a layout, we figured out what we're going to do to put our Aurora up on the wall, let's actually go through the steps to mount it successfully. So this obviously is our demo wall here. If you have 3M Command strips or the 3M Scotch squares in your kit, just note that they were designed for drywall and plaster. So you'll want to check 3M's website to make sure that the wall you're planning on putting these up on is one that they recommend. Before you start putting panels up on the wall, we want to make sure that that surface is clean and dry. What you want to do is get rubbing alcohol and a cloth, spray the rubbing alcohol on the cloth, and then clean off your surface. And that'll take off any plaster dust, any particulates that will prevent the adhesive tape from getting a real nice bond. After you clean it off, let it dry for about 10-15 minutes before you carry on. Okay, so now we're going to put tape on the panels. On the back of the panel, we have 3 little ports. Those are for the linkers. These rigid linkers came with your starter kit, and all that you want to do is put the linker in the port and put it in the other one, snap them together like so. Now for the command tape, there are 2 sides, red side, black side. The black side, you'll see that wall side is written on it. So this is the side that you put up on the wall. That means we want to take the red side and have that on the back of the panel. Now when you're mounting the panels up, we recommend that you have the little pull tab here exposed. That makes it a lot easier to take down your panels after you're done, and we'll cover dismounting a little bit later. So, tab, put it in the little area here that is completely smooth, and then press down. Now you want to press down as hard as you can for 30 seconds. 30 seconds is the amount of time the manufacturer recommends to create a nice bond so you don't have panels falling off the wall. Because we're making that porthole shape that we really put up in the layout section video, what we want to do now is plan out the sections that we're going to put up at once and put our tape on so that the little sticky tabs are still visible. So this is the bottom section, and we're going to put it up in a piece of 3 to make it a little easier. And again, we want to press and hold for 30 seconds to create a nice bond here, with the black part facing up. That's the wall side. For this particular shape, we've got 3 stickies on each panel. That's usually what we recommend. If your shape is a little bit different and you absolutely can't make 3 on each panel work, make sure that you have extra stickies on the panels that are bearing weight, so the ones that are along the bottom of your design. So now we've got all of the tape on the panels and we're going to put them up. We've got the black side up, that's the wall side. I think it goes without saying, but you've got to peel the backing off because it's not sticky. And if your design is very particular, remember to use a level and maybe a pencil just to mark everything and make sure that it's going to go up straight on your wall, because there's absolutely nothing worse than putting up 9 panels and realizing that it's crooked. Now, you'll notice that I've got a flex linker in the one side. If you have flex linkers, you have to be kind of particular and plan a little bit so that your flex linker goes in the panel before you put it up on the wall, and you'll see why in just a sec here. So with the flex linker, make sure the contact side, the metal piece, is facing the metal of the panels. So this is going to be our bottom section of the porthole, and to make things a little bit easier, I like to put panels up in groups of 2 or 3. Now we've got our flex linker here. I'm actually going to put it over on the side. So this is going on the wall, and this is why we wanted to put the flex linker in ahead of time, because our fingers won't fit in there. Now, as you're putting the panels up, make sure that you press for 30 seconds. And the harder that you press, the better the bond is going to be against your wall. So press hard. You're not going to damage the panels. Now we'll get our next section in. Got the flex linkers, sorry, rigid linkers, not flex linkers. And we'll put them in. Like so. Notice how we've got the tabs exposed here. That's so if we're taking them off, it's easy just to get in there and pull them out. And on this side, we haven't put the 3M strips on the piece that's going to go down. That's because there's no way for us to get in there and pull those tabs. So, now if we were actually putting this up on the wall, you'd want to peel off the adhesive and you'd want to get your linkers connected. And then again, you'd want to be pressing in for 30 seconds to make a nice tight bond. Now we've got our flex linker over here at the side. If you got a screw mount kit or flex linkers separately from your starter pack, you can use this to bend your design around the wall, which is pretty cool, right? So this piece you would want to put on individually. You can bend the linker around all the way. You're not going to damage any of the pieces inside there. It's not going to break the wire, still work fine. This part can be a little bit finicky. So I find you get one finger on either side of the flex linker and then press in. That makes it a little bit easier. So this is where your panel will stretch around the wall. And of course we would also have our command tape here, here, down here. And then we would build our design off of that. 1, 2, 3 pieces at a time, whatever is easiest for you.